Hello, and welcome back to the episode of Spider-Man. So last time out, Dr. Octavius decided to beat the crap out of Peter, found out that Aunt May's in a critical condition, and Miles got bitten by a spider. Now, I think we're very close to the end, so this could be the last one. Could be. I suspect it might be. So, let's get straight in, and let's get this done.
MJ's right. I built the neural interface. That means I can destroy it. There must be something at the lab I can use.
Well, hold up. We built it, Peter. Well, I built it. Now then, Peter. Dr. O decided to get really nasty last time. So this time, I expect me and you to go and find him and kick his stupid arms off his back. And then preferably, if we have time...
Spider-Man. Hello.
Man, I gotta change this number.
I must leave New York. Recent events give me pause. Your rescue of Osborn, despite his hatred, it affected me. I must return home, reflect on this life I choose.
Dang. I think I'm actually gonna miss you and your death troopers.
Unfortunately, my agents will stay. Though I question our work, they do not. And Osborn continues to pay. I am sorry.
So close to being good news.
Indeed. I will miss you and your bizarre witticism, Spider-Man. Until we meet again.
What a strange, violent lady.
Okay, well that was kind of nice, I guess. So Sable actually seems to like Peter, well, Spider-Man. And now she's back off home to go and contemplate her life decisions or something. In all fairness, she hasn't been that... I mean, she had an objective to go and protect Mayor Osborn. And he hated Spider-Man. So he would have told her that Spider-Man was a bad thing, right? So she hasn't really done that much wrong in this. So I can't lay too much blame at her door. Off to the lab we go. New equipment available. Oh, let's give this one last go, shall we, Peter? What have we got? Oh, concussion blast. We need one challenge token for this, Peter. Now, given what it can do, I'm very inclined to get this, Peter. So we're going to do a challenge token. So let's just see what we can do. Now, challenge tokens. Is it going to be the bomb guy? Drone challenge. What is a drone challenge? Let's go and see what a drone challenge is, shall we? I mean, we haven't got long left together, Peter, so let's go and experiment a little bit. Now, the reason I'm getting this is I suspect we're going to still be getting some sort of, because Sable Men is still around. I'm not too sure what we're going to be facing in this last thing. We've never done one of these.
Looks like the bomb guy's MO. Only this time he's using a drone to seed spy cams around the city. I better round him up and take down that drone.
Oh, you. You. Okay, follow the drone as it drops spy cams on the route. The bonus points traverse through their blue connection field. Okay.
There's the drone.
Oh, I see. Nah, people, we are not going to be doing the... Oh, I see. You missed that one, Peter, didn't you? Can you get that one, Peter? Oh, you... Whoop! Yeah, you missed it. You're not doing a great job with this one, Peter. I've got to be honest here. Good job. Alright.
Now I can catch the drone.
Get it. Is that it?
Could have done better.
You could have done better? Well, why didn't you then? The problem here was you, Peter. Because you were swinging like a moron.
Not bad. You got skills. I got skills too.
Well, I shut down his spy cams.
Yes, you did. I reckon we can now get this. Oh, we can. Oh, what's this? Oh, spider drone. That's actually not too, but we should have done more of this, Peter. But we've run out of time. You know what we're going to do quickly, Peter? We're going to find some of those naughty people shooting at us. And we are going to test this out, because I'm curious. Oh!
Gotta love Sable agents. Always showing up where they do the least good.
Okay, that was actually quite good, that. Whoa! I quite like that. That would have been useful a long time ago.
Oh, they attacked me. But of course, I'm the criminal here.
Well, of course, Peter, yes. Welcome to the unfairness of life.
All units be advised. Commercial robbery in progress.
No, we're busy. So, we've beaten Rhino, Scorpion, Electro, Vulture, and Martin Lee twice. Lols. So now we need to do
All units, prisoners
is
are
to
opening
beat
fire from stolen vehicles.
Dr. Octavius.
Incident is on.
Peter, I'm with May. It's bad. You need to get that anti-serum here within the hour. And if you can't, then you need to get yourself here.
Don't worry, Peter. Get off the wall. We can do this. We're gonna beat him. Don't you worry. The most you've got to worry about now, Peter, is those things flying us in the sky. And not looking at the pigeons. Here we go. So Aunt May's in a real bad condition. No. Not the time, Peter.
Nothing like putting my skills to good use.
Aunt May's dying and you're looking at pigeons? This is your last chance to upgrade gear and abilities before the end of the story. Oh, Peter, this is it. This is the end of the road for me and you. Well, I'm in it. So are you, Peter. Let's go.
We did the impossible, Doc. But now I have to destroy it. With a little creation of my own.
Okay. Well, this is snazzy, isn't it? You knocked all this a bit in like less than an hour, Peter. And we've been messing around with substandard equipment. Alright, well, let's go get him, Peter, in our snazzy new suit.
And once again, we have live footage of Mayor Osborn being held captive on the roof of Oscorp Tower.
You want me to beg? Not gonna happen!
The world will know the truth before they mop you off the pavement.
No! Ah!
Tell them what you did.
I never...
Everything you have is built on lies! Lies! You stole my company, my ideas! Now, the truth.
The truth. Okay. The truth is, you were only ever worth a damn when you worked for me! The truth is, you could never accept that I'm better than you! You're a failure, Otto! And you always will be!
I don't think he was wanting to hear that, to be honest. Alright, Pete, let's go kick him. Right up his bulging butt.
Give me the anti-serum! Otto, you've worked your whole life to help people. Please.
You're fighting the wrong man. But have it your way.
Alright.
We don't have much time! Please!
I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crime!
Okay. Get him, Peter. Okay. Okay, I don't know what we did there, Peter. That's it. Get him. Whoa! Okay.
Give me the anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn!
No! He always bounces back! He has to lose everything!
Whilst I sort of sympathise a little bit, you are a bit of a bumhole. I'm sorry, but...
I see you have a new suit!
Yes.
It won't help!
Well...
I know your weaknesses!
I have no weaknesses!
Oh, you do. Where is he? Oh, there he is. That's a bit. Just keep on dodging him.
You're wasting my time!
Yeah, well, wasted webs there. That's more important to me. You know what we're going to use, Peter? We're going to use the web ones. The electric ones. Oh, that works.
Criminal, not me!
No, you are. You released Devil's Breath. You are a criminal. What else have we got here, Peter? What can we get him with? Let's give me one of them, shall we? Okay, Peter, they
Trying to help you!
Are we, Peter? I'm trying to kill him. Oh, that's it, Peter. Oh! Let's just get him, come on.
No patience with you!
Nah, well, he had no patience to start off with, I don't think.
Enough playing!
No, we weren't playing.
Gotta move.
Yes, you do, Peter, because that does not look... Is it still the same trick of getting him with the old web things? Oh! I don't know what's happening there, Peter. Okay, you know what I think we're going to do, Peter? That's it! Get him! Get him, Peter! Okay, that
People
was...
are dying! They need the anti-serum now!
I will cure the city after I bring down Osborn!
Not acceptable, sorry. Oh, I couldn't see him then, Peter. He was a sneaky bumhole, wasn't he? Come on, get him!
Let me save the city! Then we can do whatever you want!
I already know what I want! Now get out of my way before I really hurt you!
Oh!
How much is Osborn paying you to protect him?
I'm not protecting him! I'm trying to save the city!
Ignore him, Peter. He's an idiot. Oh, I thought we had him then, Peter. Oh, don't die now, Peter. Don't die now. Come on. We can get him. Alright, we need some help, Peter. Oh, that did not help. Oh, Peter. We're getting close to the limit here. Gotta be honest here. Okay, Peter, just keep on doing that. Oh, that's it. Come on, we got it now, Peter. Get him.
Give me the anti-serum, and I promise Osborn will face charges!
Liar! Just like Osborn! Nothing but lies!
Get him now, Peter. Come on. That's it. Come on.
Enough of this!
Oh, what now? Is he back to his little tower thing? Oh, he's boring, isn't he, Peter? He's boring. That's it. Yes.
What are you...
Yes. Bye-bye, Dr. O. Peter, thought we had him. Uh-oh.
Such a disappointment. Parker. You knew? I tried to warn you, Peter, but you didn't listen. You knew. I won't let you win.
Of course he knew, Peter. He's not a nice man.
This means too much to me!
Not more than it means to me!
That's it. Get it.
Can't you see all the people you're hurting? You'll never understand! You haven't suffered like I have!
So what do we
You
do?
should be on my side! I won!
Yeah. Oh. That's it, Peter. Get it! Get out the way, that's it. Ooh. That's it, Peter. Go on, smash him. That's it, go.
Please, think of the man you were!
That man is gone. You can't save me, Peter.
Then I guess you'll have to save yourself! You were my hero!
Yeah, well, he's not anymore, Peter, is
You
he?
meant so much to me!
That's it, go on, Peter.
You look tired, Parker.
Not tired. Just hurt. Otto!
If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions.
I couldn't agree more! The anti-serum.
Uh-oh. Where's it, Peter?
Peter, I saw you as a son. I should have known you'd turn on me, just like all the others.
Turn. I've worshipped you. Your mind, your conscience, wanting to help others. The way you never gave up.
That's because men like us have a duty, a responsibility, to use our talents in the service of others. Even if they don't appreciate it, we have to do what's best for those beneath us, whether they understand it or not.
No, you're wrong! You are everything I wanted to be! You just threw it away!
Yes, of course. You're right, Peter. Oh,
Don't listen.
I see that now. The neural interface affected my mind.
Don't
But
listen,
I can
Peter.
fix it. We can fix it together. If you'll help me.
Don't do it, Peter.
Do everything I can. I'll make sure you get the best help.
No! If they put me away, they'll take my arms. I'll be trapped in this useless body. Please, Peter. That wasn't me. You said you'd never abandon me. You promised. Remember?
That was a long time ago.
And of course, you rest easy, knowing your secret is safe with me.
Uh-oh.
You do what you think is best, Doc. It's all any of us can.
That's it, Peter. Just ignore it.
Even when it hurts like hell.
Peter, where are you going? Peter!
You deserve it.
Peter!
Well, Dr. O, you get what you deserve, don't you?
It's still viable. We'll need the entire sample as a base to produce more doses.
How long will that take?
A few hours. Maybe a day.
What if we use it to cure someone right now?
Then there won't be enough to cure the others. I'll give you a few minutes.
You're gonna be okay, ma'am. I've got the cure right here.
Take off your mask. I want to see my nephew.
You knew?
I've known for a while.
I never wanted you to worry.
I did. And I am so proud of you. And Ben would be too. All the people you've saved.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, you do.
I'm sorry, Peter. I honestly thought she'd survive. I didn't think that would happen. I thought that she'd get well again. I thought Aunt May would actually survive that.
So?
Hi, Mary Jane Watson, Associate Editor.
Congrats!
Thank you.
I knew you could do it.
What about you? Find a job yet?
Oh, no, but,
I'll be right with you, honey. Thank you.
I was actually considering maybe a career change.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think I might want to become a chef.
I'm sorry, no, it's... You're a scientist. A good one.
Yeah, the last project I worked on, I created a monster octopus that almost destroyed the city, so...
Yeah. I mean, you do make a hell of a chicken curry.
I do. Still working on my dumplings, though.
Going camping?
Oh, my new place isn't gonna be ready for about a week, so I'm gonna be crashing with Miles for the next few nights.
Oh. You know, you can always stay at my place. Only if you want to.
No, I mean, yes. I mean, no, I don't. I not want to. But meaning, I do want to, but only if you do.
I never stopped wanting to.
Me neither.
Well, at least one thing worked out for you, Peter, hey? What about Miles, though? I've watched the whole credits. There better be something after this.
Well, I'm not an expert or anything, but I think it's in the way that you ask her.
I'm getting too nervous. Hey, all right, so where do you want this?
Right over here is fine.
All right. Hey, so Pete?
Yeah.
I, kinda gotta talk to you about something I can't tell my mom about.
What's up?
Well, weird things have been going on. Like, physically.
Oh. Oh. Well, you know, you're at that age where your body starts to change. And so you may be noticing some areas,
No.
for example.
Not that. I think it's better that I just, I show you.
No.
It's pretty weird, right?
Not that weird.
Okay.
We were so close. But I'll keep trying. I will find a cure. I will. I love you, son.
Creepy.
Yuri, you're back. How's your mom?
Fine. Right back to complaining about not having grandchildren.
So, you gonna take that vacation now?
Are you crazy? There's no time for that. The apocalypse didn't happen, which means we've got a city full of loose ends to clean up.
Sounds like a big job, but we're up to it.
Not you. For a job this tough, we need Spider Cop.
You said it. You even did the voice.
Okay, don't make it weird.
You like me. You really like me.
You made it weird. Let's go. We've got work to do.
I can't wait. Spider Cop surveys the city, placid, but seething with turmoil just beneath its calm surface.
What have I done?
So that is it done. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. To go through the last mission, I thought the fight with Dr. Octavius was easier than some of the previous ones, actually. I mean, the fight itself wasn't that difficult. Knowing the fact that, So I found the fight with Dr. Octavius to be easier than the ones we had beforehand, but I think that's because the other ones we had we had multiple people, so we had Electro and Vulture, and then Rhino and Scorpion, and then with Martin Lee, he had all these little friends in their pajamas helping him, and the big fella. So to me, Dr. Octavius was easier because it was just one thing to focus on, and I mean it was a long fight, but I thought it was probably the easiest one out of the lot. So it was a good fight. I enjoyed it. It was a little bit less stressful than the other ones, which was good. The fact that he knew it was Peter all along, to me, makes it even worse of what he did. I mean, I kind of half suspected he'd know it was Peter, purely because he would know it's Peter's voice, right? And I don't think he bought that thing at the very start where Peter was just helping his friend make his outfits. Because even if the chip in the back of his neck was changing his personality, if you have that deep respect for someone or feelings for someone in terms of a friendship, at some point that's got to kick in, and it just didn't with him. He said he warned Peter several times, but let's face it, the first time he got all of those people to beat the crap out of Peter, the second time he almost killed Peter, and this was the third time, so no, he didn't give Peter plenty of opportunity. So that just didn't wash with me at all. I was surprised about Aunt May. I thought she'd honestly survived. I thought that he would get the serum, they'd get back, and everything would be fine again. It was a touching moment when we found out she knew it was Peter. I didn't think she did know, but she did, and so we had that very touching moment before she died, where Peter got to take his mask off and, had that conversation. And I never once thought Peter would just use a serum on her. He is a very moralistic person, and it was that moment where he almost did it. It was a very touching moment. And the thing about scenes like that is I don't want to talk too much in them because they're built in a very specific way. The silence in that moment is there for a reason, and I'm caught up in the scene myself. This is my first playthrough, so to me it's still a shock at that point. And two, I don't want to take away from that scene. I think it would lose a little bit if, we suddenly found she was dead and I went, oh, that's sad. In a more meaningful way, but I did like the kind of iconic switch around, like with the funeral, where at the very start of the game, we had Peter comforting Miles, and then it kind of switched around. MJ and Peter, I think, was an obvious endpoint. I think once they saved Peter from Spider-Man, from Feast, that moment, I think from then on, the trajectory was quite clear that they get back together. So I'm really happy with that. I know my wife will be happy as well because she loves romantic stuff in games. If you have two characters who finally admit their feelings and kind of get together, she's happy. So Dad should be happy with that. But it was a very nice ending. I waited through the credits. I know you could probably skip them, but I knew there was going to be something else because it was sort of you couldn't end it there because you had two things outstanding: Miles and the Mayor and Norman Osborn. And with Miles, I just knew. And I believe they're actually making a game, Miles Morales. And I don't know when it's going to come out, but I'm going to be tempted because I like Miles. I wasn't too keen at the start because he was just like this random character thrust into everything. But I think throughout the game he actually fleshed out very, very well. And I do like his character. And I do like the interaction between him and Peter. And I thought that scene at the very end was very, very touching in its own way. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more, certainly between those two, and even from Miles, which is saying quite a lot. I think if you have, because Spider-Man is quite a huge entity, so to have something branch off from that and to gain that kind of excitement, I think it's a very hard thing to do because it is sort of, it's almost like a Spider-Man light, like a Spider-Man Junior Spider-Man. So But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And at the very end, we found out that Harry hadn't gone to Europe. I didn't think he had, after reading all those letters. And we find out that he is in Mayor Osborn's tank, which was a little bit creepy. So to kind of give some overall feelings about the whole thing, I've played many, many games. You know, I mean, I'm almost 40, and I've played games ever since I can remember, and big games as well. You know, I've played indie games, I've played, you know, the big games, I've played every kind of game you can think of. This one was certainly up there with one of the best ones I've played. I think there's two things you have to incorporate, which is a strong storyline and fun. And the storyline was because the thing is, it's fun. I don't mind having a lot of cutscenes because that drives the story. And so I loved the story throughout it. I thought the story was very engaging, and I thought that it sucked you in at all the right times, and it was fun. I've played a couple of Spider-Man games in the past where the mechanics of him swinging around and fighting just wasn't fun. This, they got the balance just right. It is a massive, massive world as well. I mean, I only played the storyline, which was intentional. I fully intend to now go in and get everything. You know, there is just so much to do. I think in all, I'd be surprised if I'm over 70%. Maybe highest I would have thought 75% through. So there's still a lot of things to do and explore as well. I want to explore the game as well and actually explore the whole city because it is a huge, huge city. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And also, I think Peter's very relatable in many ways. He is probably one of few superhero characters who he does carry a lot of emotional baggage, but that's not the driving point. You know, it's not a kind of a moody game. It's not like he's constantly depressed or, you know, feel like the weight on his shoulders. He's very kind of uplifting and upbeat, which makes it a lot more fun to play as well.
I'm flying pretty close to blind. I ought to look for towers to activate.
Not now, Peter. Even the puzzles themselves. I mean, all the puzzles which he had to do, like the circuits and the chemical compounds, it was sort of fun to go, oh no, not this again. But actually, I enjoyed them. They weren't boring. You know, it was a lot of fun to try and do them. In terms of the villains, Martin Lee was a very interesting character. Too obvious, though, I think. As soon as Peter showed him the mask and he was very, ooh, you should not do anything. It was very obvious that he was, at the very, very least, involved with the demon masked men. You know, very likely the leader. So, all in all, I thought he made it for a very good villain. Scorpion, Vulture, Electro, Rhino, they were very good bit parts. It's very hard to kind of shoehorn everyone in and give them a decent representation, so I wasn't expecting that. But I think they still added a lot to the game and the story, so I was very happy with them being in there. Dr. Octavius, I knew from, I mean, I know Spider-Man. I know the Spider-Man universe, so I knew exactly who he'd be. It was very interesting how they sort of made you kind of forget who he becomes. At least they didn't, but the thing is, I mean, if you hadn't ever seen anything of Spider-Man, for example, you wouldn't have known necessarily that Dr. Octavius would become the bad guy. But I thought they did his arc very well. The only thing I would say about Dr. Octavius is that they didn't really push enough of the relationship between him and Osborn. They didn't kind of push enough as to why he would do what he did to do what he did to Osborn. Even at the end, I don't think they did that enough to justify that point where he put the chip in we put the chip in the first time, Peter going to take it out, and then he just put it back in. There's not enough there to justify. That's the only thing I'd say about this. That trigger point, there wasn't enough of a push to say, okay, this is why he's going to do it, because he's a very clever man, a logical man. He would know that him and Peter could figure out the flaws. So, you know, he could wait just a little bit longer and get what he wanted. MJ, I thought was, you know, perfectly written. It was interesting to see the storyline develop with her and Peter. And I think it did kind of show the... I think it did show the problems that they had, whereby Peter just didn't want her to kind of go out there and put herself at risk, but obviously, like anyone else, they don't want to be sat at home just staying out of all the risks while someone else does everything. But you could also see it from from Peter's point of view. You know, it's one thing going and, you know, covering a slightly risky story to getting right in the action of some really big nut jobs. So, you know, you can sort of see it from both points of view. I didn't know who Yuri was at the start, but it didn't take long for her to kind of grow on you. So it quickly just went from being a generic police person to, you know, sort of really vital working partner with Peter, and you know it was really effective. And in the end, you know, it was nice to kind of get that final sign off from her with Spider Cop. So that was a nice little moment as well. As a final sign off to all of this, I think the saddest part for me really is going to be the fact that the game is written in such a way that you do feel very compassionate, or at least you feel a lot of empathy for Peter, and you very quickly latch onto him. And I think he became a very strong character. When you play the full game through, you can't help but feel very engaged with him. So I've thoroughly enjoyed playing it as Peter, and I always do this. I do this in every single game. I take the person I'm playing and create their own little entity, so I can kind of go, "Oh, Peter, what have you done now?" You know. And this game was no different. I think the way in which Peter makes his comments, you know, his little witticisms here and there, makes it much easier to latch onto him. So I think the saddest part for me is actually the fact I won't be doing this as this character. I thoroughly enjoyed playing Peter Parker. I was going to say Peter Pan then. Peter Parker and Spider-Man. So yeah, I'm going to miss playing this. It's been a great journey and I've enjoyed it. So as sad as it is on some small level, I hope they do another one so I can look forward to playing again. So on that note, that is it now, all done. So thank you very much for watching. It's been a long series. This is now 23rd episode, I think. 23rd, 24th, something like that. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing all of it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. So thank you very much for watching. I shall see you
I'll have to find more towers to boot up before I know what's happening around here.
Do you, Peter? Because so far, I've done all the towers. You've whinged about it, and I've done all the towers. Like everything else in this game.